1. 4a plus 3b equals 11. 3a plus 2b equals 8. Well, they're all positive, so let's try subtracting them. Let's see what happens. When we subtract, we get 1a plus 1b equals 3. The problem is a and b are still there, so we still can't solve them individually. So in fact, we can't actually subtract them yet. Instead, we want to make these numbers the same. How do we do that? Well, let's go back to adding and subtracting fractions. If I have 1/3 plus 1/2, what do? We multiply this one by 2 over 2, multiply this one by 3 over 3. When we do that, I get 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6, because 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, and so forth. Hey, I have a 6 here and a 6 here. The denominators are the same. Now I can add them, and I get 5 over 6. We do the same thing with this one. I'm going to multiply the first equation by 2. I'm going to multiply the second equation by 3. Just like adding fractions. When we do that, I'm going to write them over here. I get 8a plus 6b, because 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 3 is 6. It's going to equal to 11 times 2 is 22. And for this one, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 2 is 6. Equals 24. Okay. And hey, it works! I have a 6b here and a 6b here. So I can subtract. But I'm actually going to subtract the bigger one minus the smaller one. It's going to change how I write them. So I put a 9a and just changing when I write them to make it easier. So when I subtract, I get 1a. 6b minus 6b is nothing, equals 2. You can divide both sides by 1, or you can just recognize that means that a equals 2. So a equals 2. Again, we have to go back. Pick any of these equations. Any of these equations will work. Let's use the second one. So 3a plus 2b equals 8. Now we don't need the original equations anymore. I know that a equals 2. So let's write the equation again. 3a plus 2b equals 8. A equals 2. I replace a with 2. And we end up with 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2b is 8. Sorry, that should be a plus. Subtract 6 from both sides. 2b equals 2. Divide both sides by 2. And I end up with b equals 1. So a equals 2, b equals 1 is the solution to the system equations.